Hello everybody, Josh12 back here again with another video, and I'm here with a vlog. This is not a reaction, this is not me giving my personal thoughts on something, well, this is not me really actually reviewing anything, I should say. This is me just getting my thoughts on Batman v Superman: Dawn of Justice prior to the release date. The release date will be coming out this weekend, and I will be watching it, obviously. I'll be checking it out, doing an official review for Batman vs. Superman, probably by this weekend or earliest next week will probably end up happening. And also, on a quick segue, there's a lot of stuff that's comic book superhero related that'll be coming out from me at review-wise, like The Flash and Arrow return this week, which is going to be crazy. And then, not to mention, you know, we have Daredevil Season 2, which came out last weekend, which I have been binge watching as of late, and it's fucking awesome so far. So I'll be doing a review. It'll either come out before or after my review for Batman v Superman: Dawn of Justice. So just be on the lookout on my channel for that. But on the front of BVS, I am super stoked and psyched for it. I think the thing to take away from this whole experience of being hyped for this movie is the fact that it's finally over. We don't have to fucking play games. We don't have to pretend to be like, oh, this movie's going to be terrible. Oh, DC doesn't know what they're doing. Warner Brothers is in trouble. Marvel's better. You know, we don't have to deal with that shit anymore. We finally have the movie. It's here. We don't have to play games. We don't have to fucking bitch with one another. Have to listen to the next asshole like myself bitching about, oh, it's going to be good. Oh, it's going to be shit. Like, it's fucking over. We don't have to fucking do that anymore. And that's the best thing about this, which really sucks because there was a time where this was the #1 movie I wanted to see in my lifetime. We finally got it. We finally have some very cool, interesting, creative people attached to do this. And then the fan base completely shits on it. And I don't know why. It's very odd, especially Batman fans, because I feel like Superman and Batman fans are so hardcore, they don't understand the logistics of what's happening. And a lot of it has to do with what happened before this movie came out, and maybe it's been the marketing or the trailers or the actors they got attached or the directors or writers or whatever, but it's just so odd how divided people are on this movie even before its actual release date. And of course, people are seeing it now. I'm pretty sure majority of people who work at Warner Brothers have seen it, and I'm sorry, I'm chewing gum right now. But and plus, I'm pretty sure people who got the early screenings are seeing it as we speak this week, today on Monday, which is when I'm recording this, which is the 21st. And all I can really say is that, and I had a conversation with Paul about this. It's like, I don't get it why people are so angry about the way the way DC and Warner Brothers are handling the way they're doing these characters, which is like, it's very stupid, because you have to keep in mind that the Superman franchise Superman's iconic. He's an iconic character, sure. But the Superman franchise has only been one thing. It's only been one continuity, which is the Christopher Reeve universe, the movie franchise. It's only been that. So you would think that you would want to embrace this new stuff, but you don't, because people have their varying opinion on Man of Steel. And then you have the Batman thing, which is really stupid, because it's like, oh, I hate Batfleck. I hate Ben Affleck as Batman. He looks stupid. That's not my Batman. It's like, what is your Batman? There's way more variations of Batman than there are Superman. Do you realize that? Like, there's, even disregarding the animated stuff in the comic books, there is so many different live-action interpretations. You have the Gotham, you have 60s Batman, which is Adam West. Then you have freaking Tim Burton's Batman continuity. Then you have Schumacher's Batman. Then you have the Dark Knight trilogy. Now you have this new thing. You would think that with having all these different versions, you would be, or at least the Batman fan base who are against Batfleck or BVS Dawn of Justice would be more into this. But no, it's very odd the way people have been attacking this movie. And not to say that there's only attackers, but it's just so freaking draining. And that's been the main thing as to why it's kind of dumbed down my hype, my overall. I'm gonna stop chewing this gum. Sorry. But anyways, it's really dumbed down my hype for the movie, and that's been the most annoying thing, because I really want this to be good. I don't want to sit down and watch shitty ass, movies by Warner Brothers. I don't want to see something that's going to be divisive. I don't want to see any of that stuff. I just want to see a good, entertaining movie. And I've been sucked into this. I have the comic books. I have the posters behind. I even bought this. Look at this. Check this out. I even bought the cereal. I bought the cereal boxes. The Batman and the Superman one. Which is completely, utterly pointless. I don't even know why anybody would want to collect cereal. But I did it. Not for collecting purposes, but for eating purposes. Also, on a side note, if you do buy these fucking cereals, eat the Superman one. Don't fucking eat the Batman one. The Batman one sucks. I don't know what they were thinking. Chocolate and strawberry mixed, just sucks. But, just, if you're collecting them, collect them. And don't open them. But if you're gonna eat them, then fucking eat the Superman one, because that's the best. But, back to BVS, it's just, I want to see this movie do good. I don't want to go into it. I don't want to go in expecting a train wreck. I don't want to go into it expecting, fans to hate it. And based off the early, interpretations and, like, I don't want to say early reviews, but early just personal thoughts, it's very mixed, kind of like Man of Steel. And I don't know what that has. I don't know why is that. I don't know. Maybe it's Warner Brothers. Maybe they're overthinking things. Maybe they want people to be divisive. Maybe that's the way they want to attach. Maybe that's how they're attacking the superhero genre, by being very controversial in that kind of way. So that's where they want to stay on top or stay in the game, because they know they're behind in certain areas when it comes to putting out a universe in the movies. So they want to be very, like, in your face and like, oh, this is what we're doing. We're so different. Now you got to talk about it, which is what everyone's been doing. So maybe they won in that aspect, but in the end of the day, I just want to see a good movie. I want to see a good story. I want to see these characters that I really like Superman and Batman and Wonder Woman and God knows who the hell else is going to be in this. I want to see them great. And I want to see a great interpretation of those characters. I want to see great actors perform them perfectly, and I want to see a great story surround them. But the fan base really dumbed down my hype, and that's the worst thing ever. And going into the movie, I'm still hyped, but I think the best thing is to keep your expectations leveled, because I feel like if you go to this movie without a narrow mindset, that I'm gonna see this movie, and I'm gonna like it for its pros, and I'm gonna hate it for its cons, and I'm gonna be honest about it. But I'm gonna have an open mind, and I'm gonna appreciate it based off what I've seen in Man of Steel, and what's come out through trailers and posters and what have you, and just have the movie going experience, and then review it later. And I feel like that's the best way to go. But if you're not doing that, then what's the point? Because there's going to be, and I know that there's just going to be a whole bunch of people who are like, oh, this movie's going to suck. Fuck this movie. I'm going to go see this and shit on it the second I get back home. And that's, I think that's the problem, where it's just, we can enjoy everything here. I mean, we are fucking getting Civil War later on this year, and Doctor Strange, and God knows what the heck else Marvel has planned. And, of course, X-Men and stuff like that. And now we got BVS, Dawn of Justice, coming up this weekend. So why can't we just enjoy this shit? Why do we have to bitch? Why do we have to moan? Why do we have to make rants on why this movie's going to suck and why everything's terrible? Why, and Man of Steel was terrible, so this is going to be terrible. The universe is going to suck. Zack Snyder doesn't know what he's doing. Like, why do you have to do that? Why do we have to play these shitty little mind games and just enjoy a fucking movie? Why can't we just enjoy a fucking movie? And that's the main problem I have with people who have been attacking this movie and having these rants and having these crazy video vlogs like myself, what I'm doing now, like an idiot. Why can't you just enjoy a fucking movie? Why can't you just fucking enjoy something and then give your personal thoughts afterwards, whether you loved it or hated it, after seeing it in a theater with an audience? But whatever. I feel like I have a very specific expectation, and now that it's been leveled, which is the way I want it, I feel like I can go into this movie expecting good things, great things, probably some things I may not like, but overall we'll have to wait and see. And that's pretty much all I really wanted to get out there. My personal thoughts, my pre-thoughts going into this movie. This movie comes out this weekend. I'll have my review by the end of the weekend or earliest next week. And I just wanted to get my personal thoughts before this release date of this movie that I've been waiting for. And people can bitch and moan about, oh, Civil War is going to be better, DC sucks, Warner Brothers sucks, they don't know what they're doing, Zack Snyder's a terrible director, Ben Affleck's going to be a terrible Batman, blah, 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 Man of Steel was terrible, stop playing. It's like, just enjoy the fucking movie and shut the hell up. And that goes along with a lot of people. And a lot of people I respect, like people who I'm even subscribed to on this channel, where I'm like, just shut up and enjoy something for once. Jesus, like, not everything needs to have a half an hour in-depth analysis. Sometimes it does, but for something that you don't know everything about, it doesn't need that shit. Just enjoy some shit and then be happy and shit on it later. Like everyone else. We'll watch it first, and if it sucks, then we'll shit on it. But if it's great, then be honest about your opinion about what you liked and what you didn't like. That's the best thing I can say. I just want to... that's the best thing I can say. I know this is kind of just going all over the place. I don't really have a clear idea of where I wanted this vlog to go. I just wanted to get my prior thoughts out there on a video before watching the movie this weekend. And that's all I really can say, but let me know what you think in the comment section below about everything I had to state. Do you think anything I stated made any sense, or am I just rambling here, which I'm pretty sure is which is pretty much, you know, the fact, because I know I just did nothing but ramble. But I'm stoked for this. I can't wait to see this movie. I definitely am hyped. I'm definitely very interested to see where the DC Universe can go post this movie, like Justice League Part 1 and Wonder Woman and Suicide Squad and all that other crazy movies that DC and Warner Brothers have planned. I'm just happy to see that they're finally embracing the DC Universe and not just being like, here's another Batman movie, here's another Superman movie, here's another movie where they're not connected or know each other. Here's another one. Now we're getting movies that they actually do know each other, they live in the same world, and they're crossovering. And I like that. And I appreciate that. So hopefully you all do so as well, and let's just enjoy a fucking movie and stop bitching and finally end this fucking reign of hate that this movie has gathered and controversy, and just put the nail in the coffin and be done with it. Post my review, that which will be coming out once again by the end of the weekend or earliest next week, and we'll be done with this fucking movie forever, for good, and we can finally stop talking about whether or not it's going to be terrible or great. We know, and we'll see what happens. But with that being said and done, quick little update. Flash and Arrow reviews will be out later this week as well. Batman v Superman, I already stated that before. Daredevil Season 2, once again, it will be coming out, my review for that will be coming out either before or after. And then next week will be obviously the Supergirl Flash crossover. And if you want me to do a review for that, I'll probably do it as well. I have to catch up on Supergirl, which I haven't done yet, but because I've been so occupied with Daredevil, so we'll see what happens. It's going to be very busy with all the superhero stuff coming up this week and next week, but I just can't wait to see all that content just fucking explode. But let me know what you personally think about everything I had to state in the comment section below. Hope you guys enjoyed. Shameless plug time. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Josh12. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so already, and hope you guys enjoyed. And this has been Josh12.